Hi, I'm Tyson. I'd like to invite you to the adventure of Stacey and Toby in the Rainy Day Mystery. My mom wrote this story and I think it's wonderful. Let me read you a bit from the book. In a small town, there lived a girl and her dog. Though this wasn't just any girl or just any dog. They're the best of friends and cleverest of detectives. Toby woke Stacey with a big lick, on her cheek. "Good morning," his smile said as she opened her eyes and yawned. They creaked down the hallway to Mom and Dad's bedroom. The bed was made, but no Mom or Dad. Did they even sleep in their lone bed last night? Toby? She wondered, shrugging her shoulders. Toby turned his head nearly upside down while he examined the room. Stacey had to stop herself from giggling. Suddenly, Toby stopped. He had found something. Woohoo! His tail. Toby was still chasing his tail around when Stacey noticed something very odd. Yes, something very odd indeed. There, just outside the kitchen, was Christmas wrapping paper.
Hi, I'm Tyson's mom. Christine. I'm the mother of 2 young boys and the owner of an online children's bookstore and a podcast host, both named Read, Learn, Love. My podcast is all about the benefits, tips, and how-to of reading aloud to your children, which is the single most important activity you can do for them. I'm extraordinarily passionate about this and aspire to equip parents with the knowledge and tools to create successful, emotionally resilient adults who can not only learn, but feel safe and empowered through the nurtured knowledge, self-discovery, and self-expression that is provided through the magic of reading aloud. I originally wrote the story of Toby and Stacey 16 years ago to cheer up a friend after her dog passed away. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to show it to her, but I'd love to share it with you today. This beautifully illustrated picture book introduces you to Stacey, a curious little girl with a wild imagination, and her 4-legged best friend, Toby. The story revolves around the adventures of this bright, tough little girl who happens to have an invisible disability, type 1 diabetes. Her overzealous imagination leads to her believing her parents are missing, and she must gather the clues to find them in her handy-dandy clue catcher notebook. With the assistance of my publishing specialist, Romina, we've included a little bit of onomatopoeia to encourage parents to have fun and be silly as they read, like when Toby licks Stacey's cheek with an "own." In addition to being fun, these will also improve your children's memory skills, as they will soon become their favorite part of the story and will read them with you. It was essential to me to have Stacey display some of the behaviors and benefits kids get from being read aloud to. Her imagination, critical thinking, analytical skills, innovation, and resilience help her to not only create, but solve the mystery. My illustrator Valentina has genuinely captured Stacey and Toby, their love, cheekiness, and passion. We worked together to create a few not-so-obvious mentions of her diabetes, like the continuous glucose monitor you notice on her arm, because this isn't a diabetes story, but it is part of who she is. When I saw the final cover illustration, I cried happy and sad tears. Now, you're probably wondering why I cried sad tears at the cover of my book. And it's because there is a story behind this story. As I mentioned, I wrote the story for a friend, real-life Stacey, after real-life Toby died. She was heartbroken and I wanted to cheer her up. But my life got busy and it was forgotten about. And then in the last years of her life, Stacey was very ill. After going into a diabetic coma in 2008, she woke up with acute blindness. During that year, she spent about 10 months in the hospital, dealing with multiple complications, including some which required her to be on life support. As a result of having complete kidney failure and undergoing dialysis 3 times a week, she was placed on the organ transplant list in 2009. She underwent a double kidney transplant in 2011. 5 days later, on March 29th, I woke up intending to get her a get-well gift, but instead, I read an email from her brother saying she had passed away. Following so many years of illness, her body just couldn't handle such a significant operation. She was 28 years old. I was heartbroken, and I miss her every day. I wrote this story based on what I thought a 6-year-old version of Stacey would have been like, and the crazy adventures I knew her imagination would have led her on.
Now here's the part where you come in. When you choose to contribute, you'll be helping to finalize, illustrate, and print this beautiful story, plus getting your very own copy of Stacey and Toby, The Rainy Day Mystery. Together we will inspire parents to read to their children, empower children through storytelling, and honor my friend Stacey and all the other children and families in the world whose lives are impacted every day by invisible disabilities.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.